Here we had a job in London, just along the river, and the client wanted us to clear the roof, but not just clear it so it looks prettier, but more for the reason of drainage. You can see here that they're actually tiles, they're slabs, and below below the slabs there'll be a system in which the rainwater will eventually circulate its way around to the outlets, and you can't see the outlets because they're contained within the building. They're not external. Now, the reason for the work is because over time, what happens with between the tiles is they get dirty, and the soil and debris that builds up, it reduces the circulation between the slabs and also below, where eventually actually the water isn't circulating towards the outlets, and therefore creating issues when it's heavy rain. It could potentially cause the roof to have more rainwater on the roof than it would have typically been designed for, therefore also running the risk of causing some water ingress. So what we had to do is come onto the roof and lift up all the paving slabs and clean below the paving slabs. You'll see that there's actually insulation and then a layer which helps spread the water. That needed to be cleaned so that it was all circulating nicely again. One of the challenges with this job was that there is no anchor points. So although there is a slight parapet, it's actually too short for the minimum height required before we need to work with fall arrest or work restraint. So what we had to do is actually use portable anchorage in the form of either a deadweight trolley or a A-frame, and we were able to then set up temporary lines working towards the preferred method, which is work restraint. So we're not running the risk of actually falling at all. And yeah, we used the temporary anchorage for that. So the client didn't have to worry about installing eye bolts, and didn't have to worry about additional costs. And we were able to do that for them with minimal disturbance to the residents as well. One of the things that I think is quite nice in a way, we've always been quite transparent about things and honest. There was a slight misunderstanding with regards to the spec, the original quote. Although we quoted it as it was requested, the client actually wanted a lot more done than what was originally in the spec. So that created a bit of an issue, but I suppose the good thing about finding out whether you're dealing with a good contractor or not is how they deal with those situations. And I think in this particular situation, we made sure the client was well looked after, and even though there was a misunderstanding, we still done the work for them without charging any additional costs. And the client, I believe, was quite happy. Let me know if you want any more information on it. It's something that actually can get neglected. These type of roofs, they tend to, over a long period of time, develop issues if you don't look after them. It is quite important to have this in your maintenance program.